Hi, my name's Leela, and in my Lit Crit vlog, I'm going to be talking about The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which is a coming-of-age young adult novel written by Chbosky. It was published in 1999, and a movie adaptation of the same title came out in 2012. The story follows a 15-year-old Charlie who was just about to start his first year of high school. The book consists of Charlie's letters to an anonymous person who he addresses as Dear Friend. Charlie tries to keep his identity concealed by not disclosing any personal information such as the name of the town he lives in or the names of the people in his family. At the beginning of the story, Charlie's first letter explains about how nervous he is about his first day of high school and about making friends. We learn that his best friend from middle school, Michael, committed suicide, so straight off the bat we can tell that he's vulnerable and confused about what friendships mean, seeing as the only friend he had is now gone. During the first few weeks of high school, he meets two seniors called Patrick and Sam at a football game, and they soon become really close friends. Sam becomes an important character as she serves the purpose of one of Charlie's closest friends, but also his main love interest in the book. Throughout the story, Charlie engages in typical high school activities like going to football games, school dances, and parties. He experiments with drugs, starts dating, explores his sexuality. These aspects of the story really encompass the coming-of-age theme. The mentor character in the book is his AP English teacher called Bill, who gives him books to read each week, which are outside of the regular curriculum. He recognizes Charlie's intellect and challenges him to write essays about these books, which are probably meant for older readers. Charlie also talks to Bill about his personal life, and this is where sort of the mentor aspect of his character comes in. When Charlie's sister refuses to end an abusive relationship, and he tells Bill about it, Bill uses the most poignant line in the whole story, which is, "We accept the love we think we deserve." Throughout the story, it becomes quite clear that Charlie is suffering from some type of mental illness, and he describes his depressive episodes as when it's getting bad again. A recurring character Charlie talks about is his Aunt Helen, who died in a car crash when he was 7. He speaks fondly of her and hasn't quite processed her death yet. When Sam and Charlie finally kiss and almost end up in an intimate situation, Charlie experiences a flashback, realizing something important about his Aunt Helen. His brain had been suppressing memories of her molesting him as a child, and that is what had been causing his depression and PTSD-like symptoms. At the end of the story, Charlie does end up getting help and reflects on the tumultuous but amazing year that he's had so far. The book explores youth in a very candid, almost nostalgic way. Charlie's narrative is matter-of-fact and earnest. He shares his thoughts the way they come to his mind, which are usually quite messy and emotional. Because it's written in a form of very descriptive and honest letters, it almost feels like reading a diary. The thing that makes the story a multidimensional coming-of-age story is, while it introduces classic teenage tropes such as parties and first love, it also includes important topics such as domestic violence, sexual abuse, LGBTQ representation, and mental illness. It's very easy to fall in love with the characters of this book and become invested in their triumphs and failures because of how well it encapsulates the trials and errors of youth. Charlie has become a timeless coming-of-age hero in YA literature, and I believe this book still remains relevant, and it will remain relevant for many generations of youth to come. And to finish off my vlog, I would just like to read a paragraph from the book. Anyway, Patrick started driving really fast, and just before we got to the tunnel, Sam stood up, and the wind turned her dress into ocean waves. When we hit the tunnel, all the sound got scooped out into a vacuum, and it was replaced by a song on the tape player, a beautiful song called Landslide. When we got out of the tunnel, Sam screamed this really fun scream. And there it was, downtown, lights on buildings, and everything that makes you wonder. Sam sat down and started laughing. Patrick started laughing. I started laughing. And in that moment, I swear, we were infinite. Love always, Charlie. This is the book. Thank you so much for listening to my vlog.